Hello, here is my STC89C52 microcontroller board. I have just worked out how to read the real-time clock chip, which is a DS1302. It has a 3-wire interface, which is chip enable, serial clock, and bidirectional data. On the oscilloscope, I have hours, minutes, seconds, day, date, month, and year. And I managed to communicate with the real-time clock by manipulating shift register code that I had from a previous project. After a bit of fumbling around, I managed to work out what I was sending and not receiving, because I had not initialized the real-time clock. And if I adjust time base, I see seconds counting away. And they'll have me hour, minutes and seconds. It's quite nice on how to trigger with this oscilloscope. If I go normal edge, it doesn't really trigger that well. With it on auto, it jumps all over the place. Unless you speed up time base, then it triggers on the first wires and edge that it detects. But if I was to freeze the scope and then measure this gap that I put into the code, with cursor, there, and there, that gives me about 3.2 milliseconds. If you go back to trigger, move on to pulse, and adjust that for 3.2. Put it back into run mode. Then it triggers right on the first rising edge from my gap that I put in. So you can go in and zoom quite well. So that's my minutes. Sorry, that was my hour. That's minutes. That's seconds. And if I put the trigger back to edge, hold reset, go for the first rising edge of when it starts. Let's do that again. With a little bit more time base. And there is the startup sequence. Showing how I first initialize, setting the seconds, minutes, hours, days, months, date and year. So you can zoom in, it's not great. If I go back to my trigger, pulse, run, and that's my real-time clock working. It's the first time I've talked to a real-time clock using this board. I've only been doing RTC for a couple of months now. I'm not a professional coder, but I do know electronics. So with no circuit diagrams for this board, made in China, bought off of Amazon. It's a challenge. I've already worked out the dot matrix 7-segment display. So I've just cracked the real-time clock. I've got an E squared to work out and an ACD converter to work out. There's also a motor controller output and various sensors to play about with, the keyboard. So yeah, that's it for now. Took me quite a while, and I'll be back once I've cracked either the E squared or the ACD converter. It's not going to be quick, so it's taken me probably about a week to work out how to talk to the real-time clock. So yeah, so that's it for now, and goodbye.